alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome you to another enlightening episode of this program, Islam is Beautiful, a program designed to make you appreciate yourselves as Muslims and as individuals. My name is Salma Aditutulawal. Thank you for joining us.
Fortunate is he. Fortunate.
This program is sponsored in memory of Ajiya Fauziya Kende Lola Hali. May Allah grant her Al-Jannah Firdaus. Ameen.
His thoughts of Allah and Judgment Day.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you for still being there. Today, we're going to discuss a topic that most of us think is cumbersome, but really it is just as easy as ABC. And what is this topic? As we must all know that the first condition to being a Muslim, we know, should be that you have a strong creed that should be in accordance with the Quran and the Sunnah. And the Quran and the Sunnah has stipulated ways to relate with people. Today we'll be doing winning mutual respect. This is a very important topic because it is the foundation of most of our relationships. And to do this chit-chatting with me today, I have Sister Gani.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Sister.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Yes. We are all gathered here today because we respect each other. I was able to call them up because they respect me and I respect them. These people here are not just ordinary people. They have work, they have jobs, they have tasking responsibilities, but they were able to come. Why? Because we have mutual respect for each other. This is the foundation of most good relationships. Sister Afsa, if we say winning mutual respect, it starts with behavior, and then behavior starts with habit. The habit starts with what the person has been brought up with. Yeah. What do we mean when we say winning mutual respect?
Alhamdulillah. Islam is a complete religion. Islam covers virtually everything about existence. Everything that makes you from the beginning to the end, Islam covers it and gives you rulings on how to do them. Rulings as subtle as how to ease yourself. Rulings as subtle as how to sneeze. When you sneeze, what you do. So when it comes to how to deal with other human beings, that is not left out in Islam. If you follow the rules and regulations and you do it appropriately, you will find at the end of the day that it comes back to you. For example, Islam says when you meet someone, you say salam. Somebody that you have met in peace, it will be very difficult for the person to reply to you with a blow because you met the person gently. You approach the person peacefully, so the person will be able to do that in return to you. Islam tells us that you know how to relate with the other person. When there is conflict, you know how to break it down. When you meet other Muslims, you know how to approach them. When you meet non-Muslims, you know how to approach them. You know how to intervene in matters. You know when to keep quiet. When you're even joking, you say just the truth or you keep quiet. When you're with people, you smile, you carry a gracious face. So when you behave like that, it will be done exactly back to you. So there won't be offense.
Alhamdulillah. So that literally means winning respect.
Yes.
If one is able to do all this,
Yes.
you definitely will win the other person's respect. Now, when we say respect in the first instance, respect, sometimes I look at it that it's peculiar to, or then you see some organizations, the fact that they don't speak vernacular that connotes that respect, mostly they speak English, does not mean this. What can you regard to as respect when we talk about Islam?
MashaAllah. Respect itself is reciprocal. Now, regarding Islam, just like Sister Hafsa has said, everything has been put in place in Islam. The only thing that is missing is the human being to perfect what Allah has put in place. Now,
utilize it properly.
Respect is something that is very, it involves both
me
adults,
and you,
both me and you, both adult, old and young. Now, in Islam itself, if you have that respect, you gain it in that you don't even have to attain a particular age to command respect. A little boy that can relate with an adult alone, by the time you see the way the boy relates with an adult, you as an adult, you give that respect back to the child. So it doesn't have anything to do with age or status. Islam has made everybody equal. So if you respect somebody, if you respect your elders or you respect people around you, expect that respect to be given back to you. So Islamically, it is something that binds us, because I know that we respect a lot. We respect
Islam
ourselves.
teaches you how to relate with the next person properly.
How now? Relating with, you just spoke about respect. Do you respect young? Can an adult respect a young person?
That's what I just said. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. It reminds me of something I read before during the time of Prophet ﷺ. There was a Sahaba that was talking to the child and told the child that, come and do this for me, I'll give you this. Prophet ﷺ now looked at him and said, will you truly do that? And he said no. First I said that you should not do that.
Say that to him again.
That you only do what you can do. So it means that Islam has perfected everything. You respect the child respects you, we respect the elderly, we respect non-Muslims and everybody around us. And by doing that, our society will be at peace. We won't have issues against one another, and everything will go as planned, if Allah wills.
If Allah wills. So from what you have said now, it is also to show respect by not promising what you cannot give. You show respect. Now, as a Muslim, and I want to win mutual respect in my workplace, I have first established myself as a Muslim. Is there any condition as to how to relate with them Islamically? It is not an Islamic organization. So how do I win their respect doing my job?
Fine. It's simple. Whether it's an Islamic organization or not, you found yourself there. You have a role to play as a person. They have the role to play as an organization. Every other person that works there has his or her role to play as individuals communicating or relating with you. But you are the target. You are the person that will do and wait in response. Because it's you I'm talking about now. Fine. It's not an Islamic organization, but they have some regulations. So far, these rules and regulations are not contrary or in contrast with Islamic injunctions. You must abide by them if you want to work with them. Because if you want to win their respect. Because if you do not, then you're deviating from something you've agreed to do. Because if you've not agreed to follow the rules and regulations of the establishment, you wouldn't have taken the job in the first place. And for you to have taken the job, you must have taken your time to see, would they tell me to fly my hair? Would they tell me not to go and observe my salah? Would they tell me I must take tea during tea break while it's Ramadan? You must have looked in and out and saying, fine, most of what they want me to do in this job is not in contrary to what the Islamic injunctions and my belief as a Muslim says. You've taken the job. So now that you've weighed and you've taken the job, you must now have to follow their rules and regulations. Good. You come to work early, do your work, you mind your business, you don't waste time gossiping. When people gossip, you let them know I'm not part of it. You're upright, you smile at people, you greet them when they need their help, when they need your help, you render it willingly and happily. These are the kind of relationships you can keep in the office place to earn the respect of your co-employees and your employer.
So, in winning mutual respect now, as a Muslim, my decision to take up any kind of endeavor
Yeah.
matters. Meaning that if, for instance, I want to win, I know a parent who is telling the child now that don't obey the rules of that school. Why? Because it's not an Islamic school and they're telling the child to do a non-Islamic activity. Now, from my own perspective, I feel that he shouldn't have taken the child to that
school in the
first
first place. Yeah, that's
Now,
a
you're teaching the
mistake.
child to the teacher. If the teacher says do this and the child is saying my daddy says no. So as a Muslim, your decisions first, if you want to win respect of the other person, must be based on what you know that are your rules, your values
As a Muslim.
as a Muslim. Now, as a Muslim, if the behavior in the society is not that appreciates respect, for example, you are caught up in a setting that alcohol is freely taken, like a party, and this party happens to be your own family function, you can't afford not to be there. Now, you are asked to bring by an elderly person asks you as a young person to maybe bring a box of alcoholic drinks or something. I know that a young girl has complained about that to me before. Now, you have to show respect as a Muslim child that you have upbringing. How do you handle that?
Well, that's quite a difficult situation. But being an elderly person, the family member, I'll take a different step if it's a non-family member, because kinship ties are
Quite
more
important in
brothers.
Islam.
Okay.
So if a person is a non-family person, I'll just avoid it. I'll just say yes, ma, but I will not do it. Personally, I just say yes, ma, or I will not do it. I know he or she will send someone else. But if the family person, I don't know. I'll think about it, and if I'll just, before the heart, I will have done my istighfar, and if there's nothing, I'm the only one around, I don't know, I'll have to just do it, but I'll regret the action while doing it. I will not keep a smiling face, I'll just take it there, straight face, and I will not be happy doing it. Really, but I
You know
just
why
I will not encourage it.
yeah.
You know why I asked that question? That because we want to do Islam, sometimes young people rude too. Now you have just said something that Allah knows why He has put you in that situation at that time, and He also says you shouldn't break the bond of kinship. Your own aunt is asking you to do something. She doesn't understand. That's why she's asking you to do it. So as a Muslim growing child, you should show respect. Regret it. She used that word, regret doing that thing, because it is not against it's against our values as Muslims. Now, if we want to win mutual respect, I read somewhere that love and respect go together. Yeah. Now, when we show love in this regard is the love of Allah, of course, love of Allah. Now, if somebody says he loves you and the respect that he's showing you, you know that it's not the kind of respect that you want. How do you reject that kind of respect?
Politely, if I may say.
Yeah.
Politely. The person may just be trying to see what he can get out of you or your reaction.
Okay.
Unless, of course, if the person is not of the same faith with you.
Yeah, that's the point.
If the person is of another faith, then that means your faith
The
is
person
being
is not
tried.
understanding.
That means your faith is being tried. But of course, if it's somebody of the same faith with you, it will not even go that far.
Okay.
It will not go that far. So let's just take it from the angle of the fact that it could just be anybody.
Yeah.
So if it is anybody, you use your wisdom.
Yeah.
You just use your
That's why
wisdom.
we should always ask Allah for wisdom
Yes,
every
you should
time.
always
Wisdom,
ask Allah
because
for wisdom.
most of
because
these
it's
things.
wisdom that you use. When
Yes.
you use your wisdom, it encompasses a lot. When you use your wisdom, that things that you even believe that you cannot do, you find yourself doing it. So to avoid such situation, you just use your wisdom.
Then you don't have to be
You
rude.
don't have to be rude.
You don't have
when
to
you
be
use
harsh.
wisdom, you always flow.
There are so many ways to tell somebody
No.
no, and the person will smile.
Yeah.
So those are the kind of things you should learn. You should learn to pass information whichever way to make the information, no matter how sour, no matter how sweet, no matter how croaky it's going to be. You should find a way of passing it on to the next person in a sweet way, in a way the person is not going to feel offensive about it. If your auntie is sending you, like she's asking you to go and do something you know is ultimate haram, if you do it, you could just whisper into her ears, "Auntie, you know I wouldn't do that. Could you please send somebody else?" If she still takes it personal, you still, try to convince her. But if she says, "You're being naughty, I'm asking you, get me a bottle of beer," and you're complaining, then you don't have a choice. You've tried in the best possible way to be nice, to be gentle, but she's not understanding. Then you have to consider, is she of your faith or not?
Yes.
Okay. Is she acting out of ignorance? These are the things you should put in consideration before you act.
Yeah.
If you now know, she knows you, she understands that you wouldn't want to, and she just wants to irritate you. Instead of flaying up or getting annoyed and being rude to your auntie, smile, keep quiet, and walk away.
Alhamdulillah.
She wouldn't bang to the door, you snapped at her. I believe in our consciousness. She will also look at the fact that she has wronged you. And that's the most important thing.
Alhamdulillah. Now, if you want to win the mutual respect of a non-Muslim, what do you think is the best approach first? I know that ultimately the way the Prophet used to do it is his attitude and behavior towards them. But in this present world, I realize that
we're not all Muslims.
the people prompt you. They know where you're going. So if you're trying to be unnecessarily nice, they know you're just trying to. Now, how do you advise our viewers to manage people who are not your faith, and yet you still have to work with them, live with them sometimes? For students in the university, I believe they still have a course to live with themselves.
Yes, everywhere you have to live with other people. Yes. You can exist in isolation.
Just give me in three words, one each. Like, tell me what you think the target should be. Okay, I want to win the respect of this person and is non-Muslim. What's the word?
Friendliness.
Friendliness.
Yes. Be friendly.
Be peaceful.
Peaceful.
Okay. For me, it's just
sincere.
It's them.
You have a sense of focus. This is what you take and this is what you wouldn't take. You're persistent in your attitude. Yeah. If it's 2:00 today and you say you're going for prayers, and tomorrow is 3:00, next tomorrow is 3:30, they're confused. They're confused. But you're not consistent. But once it's 1:45, they know she will get up.
She'll go and
so with time, they'll follow your pace and understand you.
Alhamdulillah. The word here to win mutual respect is friendliness, being peaceful, sincerity, consistency. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for us to have all this quality. Amen. It is not easy, we're just trying. But the idea, being true, is to strive. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for us all. Ameen.
Fortunate is he. Fortunate.
This program is sponsored in memory of Ajiya Fauziya Kende Lola Hali. May Allah grant her Al-Jannah Firdaus. Ameen.
His thoughts of Allah and Judgment Day.
Oh Allah the Almighty, Allahu Allah, protect me and guide me, Allahu Allah, oh to your love and mercy, Allahu Allah, Ya Allah don't deprive me, Allahu Allah, from beholding your beauty, Allahu Allah, oh my Lord accept this plea, Allahu Allah. بربي جل الله 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 ما في قلبي غير الله 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 वो तन्हा कौन है अल्लाह अल्लाह बादशाह वो कौन है अल्लाह अल्लाह मेहरबा वो कौन है अल्लाह अल्लाह क्या ऊंची शान है अल्लाह अल्लाह उसकी सब निशान है अल्लाह अल्लाह सब दिलों की जान है अल्लाह अल्लाह हस्बी रब्बी जल्लल्लाह अल्लाह अल्लाह
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. I'm going to be recommending to you a book that can guide your understanding of this discourse, and that is 70 tips to win mutual love and respect. Inshallah, you can have it.
On our book segment today, we will be recommending to you this book titled 70 Tips to Win Mutual Love and Respect. It will serve as a reminder of the essentials of the religion of Islam, which legislates mutual love amongst the Muslims. These are gems sourced from the Book of Allah, the Mighty, the Sunnah of His Messenger, peace be upon him, the biographies of the venerable companions and those who followed them in goodness, regarding how to love people and at the same time earn their love. This will, inshallah, bring benefits to all, individuals and the society alike. So it will guarantee stability of the hearts and decency of the souls. This is so because love softens people's souls and spreads glad tidings, mutual pardon and forgiveness amongst them. Take this book today and give yourself a value-adding activity. Remember, readers are leaders.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. We'll move on now to our Did You Know Fact segment for this week. Now, this is our question for the week. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, that will be the size of what we have. Islam is beautiful today. My sisters and I have tried to enlighten you. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ultimately give us all the knowledge, iman, sakina, rahmat, salama from above to make us understand all these things. We hope you join us again next week for another beautiful episode of this program. From my sisters and I, we say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Fortunate is he. Fortunate.
This program is sponsored in memory of Ajiya Fauziya Kende Lola Hali. May Allah grant her Al-Jannah Firdaus. Ameen.
His thoughts of Allah and Judgment Day.